Most of you are used to seeing me out at the student farm at OSU. But this afternoon, on these hot days that we've had this summer, we've decided our late afternoon projects are going to be making concrete pots. So we've made these cute little concrete pots, and we're going to show you how to make them today. So first you need to purchase a silicone mold, and these can be purchased online. They come in pieces, and they're very reusable. You can use them several times, and they seem to work really great so far. We've used these about 10 times now and have nothing sticking or anything like that. The next things you need to purchase are, you need to get Cementol. That's the product we've been using, and it has worked very well. It sets up very quickly, so you kind of have to work quickly when you do mix it up. Measuring cups, a bucket for mixing, a drill with a little mortar mixer on it to help get it nice and smooth, and some vegetable oil as a release agent. So we spray the inside of this, that way it won't stick to it. Some other things you can get, also you need a little spatula for packing it in, but you can also add color. And we purchased these locally at one of the big box stores. And it's just, this is a terracotta cement color and then a charcoal cement color. And we've got a little measuring spoon for measuring our amounts out. And then once you get all that done, then the students are going to tell you what's next.
Hi, I'm going to help you with step one of making these pots. So there's different types of molds you can use. There's a circle one, a square, there's even a rectangle if you want that. And these are kind of like the end products of what you'll get. So basically what these molds are is it's just a silicone thing right here that holds the concrete so it doesn't get everywhere. And it's got this metal piece to keep the concrete up so it supports it. And then you'll just put these around like this. And the silicone will just go right in there. And then you got to make sure to put these screws in kind of tight so the concrete doesn't go everywhere when you pour it in. So take a second. Okay, finally got the screws in. So the next step for prepping your pots, because you need to do it quickly because once the concrete's mixed, it goes kind of fast because it dries. So you're going to take this vegetable oil and you're just going to spray it down in this pot. You want to make sure to cover it well so the concrete doesn't stick. And that's all you have to do to prep it.
Now that our mold is ready, we're on to step two, which is mixing the Cementol. So the bag recommendations are 4 parts of cement to 1 part of water. Since we've been doing them in bulk, we've added just slightly more than that. We're going about 4.5 to 5 cups if we were doing 1, and then about 1.5 cups of water. So to mix it, add your water first. And then start adding your cement. That's about the consistency we want. And if you're going to add color, when you're mixing it is the time to add the color. And when you're adding color, it's usually about a tablespoon of your color mix to 1 pot. And when you're doing this, it's good to work quickly because this is a rapid set cement. It's good to get it a little bit in there and then give it some good taps to help take out the air pockets and to help it settle inside the mold. As you can see, it's getting smooth, and once you got it filled and smoothed out a little bit, you can take one of your hole plugs and poke a hole for your water drain. And that's basically it.
All right, so now for step 3, we've used some movie magic to instantly dry and cure this pot, but under normal circumstances, you'd have to wait whatever time that your concrete mix is specified. So first of all, we're gonna undo the mold by unscrewing the plastic nuts and bolts here. And then these molds have a bottom piece that will just kind of push out, just like that. And set that aside. Pull these 2 plastic parts off. And now, sometimes there's a little bit of concrete left in the drain hole, but usually not too much. You just kind of punch that out with a screwdriver. And then loosen up the edges, fold these down. These silicone molds are really nice, really flexible, makes it really easy to get out. And kind of flex it around inside. And there you have it. You got the pot out. Now these things, you can either just wipe them off with a damp paper towel if they're not too messy, or if the concrete sticks a little bit, maybe you didn't get enough mold release in there, you can brush it off under running water, and just a little regular hand brush and some warm water usually does the trick. And then once you get your mold cleaned, you can reuse it again several times. Like mentioned before, we've used these about 10 times already, and you're good to go.
All right, I'm here to help you with step 4 of decorating these concrete pots. So we've just taken this out of the mold. It's ready to be painted. For this, we've kind of gone with an acrylic. It holds up in the outdoor climate. It's pretty easy to use. We've got some acrylic markers. You can use any brand, anything like that. You can also go for an acrylic paint, just brush it on. For our stencils, so you can go ahead and paint these on straight to the concrete pot. It's kind of up to your discretion. If you want to get creative with it, you can. But we decided to go with our theme and draw some things on paper. We backed it with some graphite, and we went ahead, just scribble as much as you can, as hard as you can, and get a good thick layer. And then you can set that right against your pot and trace really hard, and have your design transferred onto the pot to then be traced or painted by your acrylic markers. After all that's done, the acrylic paint will dry almost instantaneously because it's a fast drying paint. We'll finish it off with a satin finish, Krylon, Rust-Oleum, anything you want to use. Let this sit for 24 hours before potting anything inside, and you're ready to go.
And now we're on to step 5, planting your planter. So the first step is adding potting soil to your pot. Our beautifully decorated pot, I may add. And so with about half full, we are going to add our plants in, and we have some lovely herbs. We have catmint, a beautiful pineapple sage, and lastly, I will be planting oregano in here. And although we used herbs in here, you can use succulents, home plants, anything would do great. And as horticulture students, we are using these as our centerpieces for our upcoming scholarship ceremony. Just a beautiful way to thank our donors and alumni for supporting us. And although they're centerpieces, they would look great in your home too.
We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.